Welcome to Mindfully Integrative Podcast with your host, Dr. Damaris G. Mindfully Integrative is a podcast discussing ways toward mindfully incorporating integrative health into our lives. This podcast will have informative resources, fun topics, interviews, and discussions relatable for today with a true mindful perspective in a mind-body, holistic life approach.
So, what is functional nutrition or nutritional biochemistry, as some would say? I'm kind of looking at it as a provider, and what I try to help my clients and those wanting to maintain a healthier option. When I look at the SAD American diet, or the American way of eating, standard SAD, it is just really inadequate in nutrition. I mean, it's really components of trying to increase the bread, increase the less of the vegetables and the good stuff, and really not looking at what we need overall. Some of it is nutritional plans that I've learned through functional medicine group. And also it's just looking at the overall benefits of what we put into our body to be better. If you're eating a lot of crap, don't be surprised if you have or feel like crap, because it's a direct correlation. I mean, there is a genetic component to things, but when we have these symptoms in our life, bloating, tired, brain fog, etc., there are reasons why these come up. With functional nutrition, we're trying to emphasize the importance of having quality, good food that has good nutrients, good phytonutrients, good needs to help balance and to bring out the best in your mind, body, and gut, and increase your immune system and your longevity. So for me, it's kind of part of the medical prescription. It's trying to get better, and it's not the full equation, but it's definitely a big part of the equation. Really, it's looking at, where our, how we analyze the whole factor of what we're doing in our life, like what's going on. And, the symptoms are not going to be the only part of the equation. We have to see what are we putting it into our body. So nutrition is a big factor. Ways that can be done is with some specific nutritional foods. And additional to that, I really also enjoy working in the time restricted or intuitive eating or fasting consideration. So you may have a diet restrictions, but not every person will benefit from everything, but at least modifying the SAD American diet is going to change the way that their health is and their insulin resistance, and decrease a lot of metabolic syndrome. And metabolic syndrome is the body's way of kind of saying, I have a little bit of too much of something. It's the body's way of saying that it has a more probability of having heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and obesity. And these are symptoms, really, because your cholesterol is going high, your stomach around the waist and thighs are being increased. You become brain fogged. Your overall health is decreasing. You're having a higher probability of these things becoming chronic illnesses. So the metabolic syndrome is almost it's like a red flag, the second precursor to your prospective or comorbidity toward a chronic illness. And so when someone comes to me and they're in that stage, I really kind of want them to get out of it, or at least learn from their behaviors or patterns previous, so that their nutrition is considered one of the utmost important parts of the equation. Not the only part, but a big part of the equation. So for me, it's necessity, what you put in your body and what your overall thoughts of it is, because like I said, what you put in will be a direct correlation on what is going on with how your body is sustained for longevity, not just for tomorrow or the next day.
Thank you for listening to the Mindfully Integrative Show with Dr. Damaris Maria Grossman, family nurse practitioner. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and is not the substitute for professional medical advice, diagnose, or treat. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your healthcare routine. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. If you enjoyed our show, please support us by leaving a mindful review on Apple Podcasts or your favorite streaming platform. Interested in being a guest or more information? Email us at info@mindfullyintegrative.com. For resources mentioned in the show, visit our website at www.mindfullyintegrative.com. You can also connect mindfully with Dr. Damaris on her social media links found on the site. May your strength and peace guide you to find a mindful way every day. Namaste.